Hello, welcome again to our lecture series. Today I'm going to be introducing you to supply chain management series, what we are doing, what we expect, and that. My name is Dr. Iya Zibasi, and I want to welcome you to a wonderful lecture series. I know you are going to enjoy this. Let's move. So, the facilitators of this supply chain lecture series will be my humble self, Dr. Iya Zibasi. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Clinical Chemistry and Immunology in the Faculty of Laboratory Science, College of Medical Sciences in the University of Calabar in Nigeria. And the other facilitator will be Dr. Ifeyinwa Marian Okafor, who is a lecturer in the Department of Hematology and Blood Services in the same university. Why do we have to do supply chain management? What is the basis of supply chain management? This lecture series that we are giving is based on the Federal Ministry of Health's implementation of the pre-service training in supply chain management within the Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Science. University of Calabar is one of the universities that offer this subject, and I and Dr. Okafor teach this particular program. So before we start, we want to say that this curriculum that we are using was developed by the collective efforts of many organizations and individuals, including the United States Agency for International Development, USAID, Supply Chain Management Systems, both international and Nigerian, and then the Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria, and the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, as well as erudite scholars that were recruited from 20 medical laboratory science teaching institutions, including the University of Calabar. So, due to the fact that our SCMS lecture is part of this program, our content will be strictly based on this curriculum. So, our lecture materials will be those that were given by the SCMS Nigeria for training, the resource materials they gave, as well as their slides. We have adapted our own slides from their slides so that we can maintain the integrity of training. Our students also use materials that were graciously provided by the SMS Nigeria with the support of the United States government. So what is supply chain management? Why do we have to do supply chain management? Before I start, I just want to share a little story. There was a young man who had so much zeal, he wanted to change the world one step at a time. And there was a new product which he felt would help his country. So he went ahead in that zeal, got donors, got, millions of units of that particular product and brought them into the country. Unfortunately, by the time the goods reached the country, he found out that he didn't follow the custom, rules and way of packing and all that. So he had problems clearing them. Before he could clear them, about 6 months had passed. And they were now carried to the central warehouse. Unfortunately, he also didn't know that while they were clearing it, some of the roads had gotten bad. So there was no way to carry those products to the service delivery points. When he finally got past that, through some much more expensive means, he now found out that, the political situation and, the religious beliefs of the people did not allow them to use that product. So before he could convince them, go through the chiefs and all that, and they finally agreed to use the product, they found out that that product was to expire that month. And that was how that program failed. It's not a true story. It's fiction, but you find out that most of the programs we have today in this country fail just like that. Probably if this man had some training in supply chain management, this sad story would not be told. All right. So that is the importance of, supply chain management. We need to know the context in which we are working, the policies, the kind of people we are working with. We need to know what is the capacity. We need to know, do some advocacy and all that. All these are embedded in supply chain management. All right. So with that, I can now say that the supply chain management encompasses the planning and management of all activities which are involved in sourcing, procurement, and all logistic management activities. Importantly, it also includes coordination and collaboration with channel partners, which can be the suppliers, the intermediaries, the third-party service providers, and customers. So in essence, supply chain management integrates supply and demand management within and across countries. So what are the objectives of pre-service training? Before I go into the objectives, the pre-service training is training of undergraduate students before they graduate, in a certain course. And in this particular course, we are talking about supply chain management. So there is a very great need to train undergraduate students in SCM. And this training of undergraduate students is what we refer to as pre-service training. So this lecture series that we are giving is a part of that effort in training medical laboratory students in supply chain for medical laboratory. And we also aim to provide skills and expertise in supply chain management that is relevant to their jobs when they graduate, and to reduce reliance on in-service training and its shortcomings. We all know that in-service training is very expensive and also has, its shortcomings. It may not, you may have to train and retrain and train before these people can, put. But once you train these young ones at once, give them these skills, you do not have that problem. So why is pre-service training needed? First of all, we need to inculcate the ability to perform supply chain functions and manage medical laboratory commodities. A lot of ways to call when people are not trained to manage medical laboratory commodities. People don't know what to order, how to order, when to order, who to order from, how, to protect the supply chain products from getting spoiled and things like that. All these are embedded in this course. And it also helps the students, the young ones, to acquire skills and knowledge that we need to perform critical activities after graduation. It also helps to ensure that there is a kind of sustainability of supply chain functions among healthcare professionals, one of which is the medical laboratory scientist. It also helps to increase the potential of ensuring program quality. Then it sharpens the student's skill to perform post-graduation logistics activities, which are relevant to laboratory specialization. So what are the modules for this course we are offering? First of all, we'll introduce you to supply chain management and some very important terms that we need to learn to be able to understand the jargon of supply chain management. Then we will introduce you to the standard operating procedure manuals for SCM facilities and staff, the SCM of health commodities. Then we will also go on to train you in logistic management information systems, the LMS, as well as introduce you to maximum minimum inventory control systems, that's the ICS. And we will also train you on how to adjust the pipeline in the maximum minimum inventory control system, as well as teach you on how to assess stock status. Then we will look at storage of health commodities. Those first 6 modules will be taken by me. Then we will go on to assessing health logistics systems, then product selection and quantification for health commodities, then supply planning and shipment scheduling, as well as procurement of laboratory commodities, then monitoring and supervision of logistics system. These last 5 modules will be taken by Dr. Ifeinwa Marian Okafo. So, having gone through these modules, what do we expect you to be able to do? What are our expectations? We hope that you should be able to describe the concept, the purpose, as well as the application of SCM for laboratory and other health commodities. We also would expect that you should be able to describe the purpose of standard operating procedure manuals in SCM of health commodities in Nigeria. We will also expect that you should be able to explain to anybody the purpose of the Logistics Management Information System. You should be able to explain to us about job aids, standard reporting format at various levels of the supply chain. We also expect that you should be able to assess laboratory commodity stock status to determine the appropriate order quantities and cost at all levels. Then you should be able to describe the importance, key steps, and reviewing process for quantification of health commodities. You should also be able to describe basic steps and types of procurement and distribution of laboratory supplies. You should also be able to describe the standard guidelines for proper storage of health commodities in Nigeria. You should be able to describe what are the benefits of monitoring and evaluation of logistics and activities and supervision of personnel. You should also be able to describe the importance of LIAT, LSAT, and ATLAS in assessing the logistics system and laboratory performance. I want to say that the supply chain management course is a very, very, very interesting course. It always thrills me when I have to take that course, and I will be so thrilled and honored to take you on this series. I want to thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please make sure you put them in the chat box. Having listened to this presentation, if you like what you're hearing, please subscribe to our channel. There will be more presentations coming. There is a sign that looks like this. Please like our videos as well as put in your comments. Give me an emoji if you like what you're hearing. Give me a smile emoji or put in your comments right down there. So thank you very much for everything. I'll see you in the series 2. Bye.